Happy 4th of July, the day America celebrates its independence by grilling processed meat, setting off illegal fireworks in residential neighborhoods, and pretending to remember anything from 8th grade civics. But what if I told you July 4th isn't just about bald eagles and beer guts? Turns out this date is the Forrest Gump of the calendar. It shows up at every major historical event with a box of chocolates and a quill pen. So let's light a metaphorical sparkler and dive into what actually happened on this historic day besides the birth of a nation and the death of your uncle's eyebrows. 1776 Declaration of Independence. Ah yes, 1776, the year America officially said, "Hey Britain, it's not us, it's you." Thomas Jefferson drafted the Declaration of Independence with a feather pen and what I could only assume was peak Enlightenment passive aggression. July 4th marks when the Continental Congress approved the final wording. So really, it's the day America sent history's most eloquent breakup text. And like any good breakup, it was followed by fireworks, resentment, and eventually a weird custody battle over Canada. 1826 deaths of John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. Exactly 50 years after the Declaration was adopted, both Adams and Jefferson died on the same day. Talk about dramatic exits. Adams' last words were supposedly, "Jefferson still survives," which is sweet and incorrect. Jefferson had died earlier that day. Honestly, it's the most poetic mic drop in presidential history. It's like the universe said, "You guys started this thing, now ghost out together." 1863 Civil War turning points. On July 4th, 1863, three big things happened. Vicksburg surrendered, the Confederacy failed at Helena, and Lee began slinking away from Gettysburg like a guy who tried to crash a wedding and got caught at the open bar. This was a terrible 4th for the Confederacy and a banner day for people who thought maybe, just maybe, America could one day live up to its own ideals. Spoiler, we're still working on that. 1884, the Statue of Liberty gifted. In 1884, France gave us the Statue of Liberty because nothing says happy birthday like a 150-foot woman holding a torch and a giant book. It was a symbol of freedom, friendship, and a subtle French flex that their taste in art could survive the transatlantic journey. It was also the last time France gave us something that didn't come with a $50 bottle of wine and a lecture about cheese. 1946, the Philippines' independence. After centuries of colonial rule, the Philippines became independent on July 4th, 1946. The U.S. picked that date so they could say, hey, you're free, just like us, twinsies. But let's be real, the U.S. still stuck around like an ex who won't stop texting. Still, a major milestone in decolonization and a rare time when July 4th meant two countries said, we're done with empires. Segment 6. 1971, voting age lowered to 18. On July 4th, 1971, the 26th Amendment was certified, lowering the voting age to 18. The logic? If you're old enough to be drafted to fight in Vietnam, you're old enough to help pick the people who sent you there. And if you were born after 2000, you're old enough to vote, but not old enough to remember a time when TikTok wasn't teaching you about Supreme Court decisions. Segment 7, 1997, Mars Pathfinder landing. In 1997, the Mars Pathfinder landed on the Red Planet on Independence Day because nothing screams American exceptionalism like colonizing other planets on the anniversary of colonizing this one. We landed a robot, it rolled around, took selfies, and then ghosted us like a bad Tinder date. Still, it was one giant step for man, one awkward group chat for Martians. Segment 8, 2012, Higgs boson announced. In 2012, scientists announced the discovery of the Higgs boson. It's basically the particle that gives all matter mass. So in a way, they found the thing that makes you gain weight over 4th of July weekend. It's also called the God particle, which really annoyed God, who was like, hey, I worked hard on this universe and some particle is stealing my thunder. Segment 9, 2024 UK election shakeup. This year, 2024, the United Kingdom had a general election on July 4th. Labour won big, ending over a decade of conservative rule. That's right, while America was grilling hot dogs, the UK was grilling Tories. It's the most fireworks Britain has seen since Meghan Markle moved to LA. So the next time someone tells you July 4th is just about American independence, remind them it's also about decolonization, punk rock debuts, nuclear submarines, scientific breakthroughs, and cosmic ghosting on Mars. It's not just a birthday, it's a global reality show. And today's episode, as always, ends with explosions, existential questions, and somebody inevitably misusing a Roman candle. Happy 4th, everyone.